the wind is blowing, and it's like it's warm when the sun's out, but the wind is cold, so it's annoying. And check out what I got on. I was wearing this red shirt, but I had a blue shirt in the boat, so I just stacked up. I mean, I feel like I look like a like an airhead, one of them pops out of an ice cream truck. Whatever that thing's called. Anyhow, I'm gonna go fishing. I have no clue what in the heck I'm gonna do. I just know that look how beautiful of a day it is, other than the fact that it's a little bit chilly. I've got some grass over here, and I'm gonna go throw a whopper plopper around, throw a dogma around, go throw probably a chatter chicken, lipless crankbait, something. I don't know. I gotta figure it out. But anyhow, hope you guys enjoy the rest of this video. Yeah, I don't really know what else. So y'all just hang tight. I'm gonna go try to catch some fish and figure this thing out. So yeah. All right, here, get my topwater box. I'm gonna go with the 6-cents Dogma. Should I go chrome or bone? Chrome or bone? All right, since I can't get the chrome one, I'm just gonna go bone. That's one I like better anyhow. Now, I gotta decide on which rod to throw it on, and the frustrating thing is that I don't have my daggum topwater rod in my boat. So, god dang it. God, I hate these. That is the worst thing in a stupid boat, dude. Freak. God. Freaking bust your dang shins on that every single day. That one's up and that one's up. You can't ever get them stupid things down. It's the stupidest thing on a boat. I don't know why everybody don't use the same latches that Phoenix has. Slam latches. Setup's a little overkill for this spook, but it'll be fun. This Dogma. Okay, so that Dogma wasn't walking good, and I was being lazy. Normally I like throwing, when I throw a topwater, like a walking bait, if I'm not throwing it on mono, like I'm throwing it on braid, which this is really stiff braid, which is making it kind of, it's a lot heavier than I normally would. So it's just adding different action to the bait. I can tell it's making a huge difference. But when I'm throwing a walking bait, I kind of like, especially on this Dogma and the Vixen, I like having a split ring on the front of it, just so it has something else to move. It has another little bit of movement. It just makes a huge difference. It makes it walk much better. So I switched out, I just sat down, instead of being lazy, I sat down, put on a heavy duty split ring on the front. And I'll show you. I just put that split ring on the front of it, and now it's walking a ton better. All right, I've been throwing this Cinco around weightless. I need to peg my weight and put a weight on there because it's too windy. I want to throw a different worm too. So slide my bobber stopper on. Slide that on up the line. Now I'm going to grab a tungsten weight. Tie a Palomar knot, pull it tight, put that on there, Check out that terminal tackle box now. Gotta get some more stuff in it, but it cleaned up nice. The cool thing is none of those weights shake around. None of them beat around at all. There's nothing. The only thing that's moving is these flaps on the top of the box and some of those nail weights that are on the top. But the weights just stay perfectly where they're at and they don't move. Now, what I'm getting, I cannot show you guys, but it's in this white bag of secrets. Super juicy. It is a 6 cents bait, I'll tell you that. I just can't show it to you. It's a new 6 cents bait, and I'm Texas rigging it. That's all I'll tell you. There we go. There we go. Little tiny guy. Oh, sorry I had to blur this part of the screen out. I mean, that's the smallest fish I've ever caught in my whole entire life. Little guy, little tiny guy. Get back to where you belong. Well, that was my first ever fish on this worm. I can guarantee you Luke Duncan ain't caught one on this worm yet. He don't even know how to fish. Well, it's really windy out here. And it's annoying, it's way too windy. My camera's wet now. It's too windy to be fishing, I'm not gonna lie, it's too windy. So I'm gonna head home. I know all of y'all saw the thumbnail and title of this video, so let's go back to the house. I'm gonna get my boat cleaned up, do an actual walkthrough for those of you who are interested in it, or maybe you know somebody who's interested in buying a new boat. Maybe this could be the one for them. So y'all stay tuned. I'm gonna head back to the house. It's just windy, it's too nasty, so see y'all there in a few minutes. Oh, all right, guys. I finally am back from the windiest lake I've ever been on in my whole life. I know this is kind of blowing me out, so I'm gonna get on this side. But the rest of this video, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm finally selling this boat, and I know y'all are probably wondering why. I literally just got it in the end of February, and I'm selling it on the first day of May, or I guess it's still April. So I've only had this boat for 2 months. This is the nicest boat that I've ever had, and I am selling it for a couple reasons. Just keep walking, we'll talk. The main reason that I'm selling this boat is me and Hannah, as you guys know, we're selling our house and we're moving to another lake. The lake that we're moving to is significantly smaller, very much smaller than Guntersville, and I feel like we'll be fishing there a bunch. I'll be traveling a little bit more to go back and forth to lakes, and so I think downsizing, 1's gonna be better on gas, 2 is gonna be better on size. 3, I realized this year when I was bed fishing that, man, I just love fishing shallow, and this boat, I can't get as shallow as I think I could with an aluminum boat. So, and another thing is, somebody made a comment, one of my subscribers made a comment, why do you have this boat if you don't even fish tournaments? And I was like, I don't know, because I guess because pros do. So I got to think about it. I'm like, man, I don't need this nice of a boat. We don't have to have, you know, this much money tied up in this boat because I'm not fishing tournaments. Me and Hannah just go hang out. I've never fished a tournament out of this boat. Well, I fished one, fished the Alabama Bass Trail, and I zeroed. So anyhow, so the boat that I'm going to get is an RT 198 aluminum boat. That boat we can take to Venice, we can take up shallow, we can go to the river in it. Like so many things you can do with that boat that I would never want to do in this boat. Y'all know I love red fishing. I did that in a couple videos, and anyhow, it's just something I want to do. So with that being said, and we're getting like our garage space is going to be smaller. Everything's going to be smaller. I think it just makes more sense. So I'm selling this boat. I'm going to buy an aluminum boat. You guys know that I got a deal on this boat where I flip them every year and I get a new boat every year. I'm going to be done with that. I'm just going to buy a boat. Maybe I don't like, you know, maybe I end up not liking an aluminum boat. Who knows? I don't know the answer to that. But I do know that I want to just change up and see. So Now I'm gonna do a quick walkthrough of this boat for any of you who might be interested in buying this boat, or maybe you just want to look through an aluminum boat, through a glass boat, and kind of see the differences in maybe the boat that you've got or the boat that you've been looking into. So I'm gonna jump in the boat. I'm gonna show you guys what all I love about this boat, and it's for sale. So if you're interested in it, send me an email, DarianIsFishing@gmail.com. It's the same as my YouTube channel name @gmail.com, and you can look at it. I'll show you. We can FaceTime, however you want to do to look at this boat. I'll put the description of it. I'll put the sale price, all that stuff in the description below. But anyhow, let's hop in. So first off, it's a Ranger Z520L. It's got a dual console. It's got dual power poles. By the way, I just got done fishing, so there's some bugs on the engine. There's some dirt on the power poles because I've been using them. Me and Hannah clean this boat basically every single time we get done fishing. Every single time we wipe it down, the gel spray or the wax spray. This boat is slick. It's super bright and very pretty, as y'all can tell. We take very good care of it. You're just seeing it right now, literally as soon as I got home from fishing. So hop in. The first thing that I want to address is what everyone questioned me about and talked about in the beginning is this dual console. Now I want to show you something that everybody says, well, that console is going to be in the way. Well, I'm 6 foot tall. This is the seat scooted all the way back, and look how much knee room there is. Look how much feet room there is. You can still put your rods in there. This is not in the way. When I get up, the only thing that it does is help me get up, by the way, and then it's not in the way. And then somebody said, well, your rods have a perfectly slot right here. This is 4 rods. The other day I had like 7 rods on this side, and they lay perfectly this way. There's nothing in the way by the dual console at all. When you get down, you can get to the cooler. I can still sit right here and get in my rod box. Just like this. I can still sit right here, get in this box. I can sit right here, get in these boxes. Like, it's not in the way. But me and Hannah talk about this all the time, is, you know when you're running down the lake and the driver says something to the passenger, but the passenger can never hear what you're saying, so you basically just don't talk. So in this boat, all the time, me and Hannah talk to each other in casual conversation because Hannah's blocked by this windshield, I'm blocked by my windshield, and you can literally just talk to each other, similar to if you weren't even running that same voice. Also, we've got a speaker somewhere. We listen to a little speaker, and normally when I play the speaker, I just rest it up right here, and it just rides there. But Hannah can't ever hear it because it's over there, and she's got all the wind blowing in her face. Now that this is here, she's like, I can hear that speaker as loud when it's right there as if it's right here. Like, it's just cool, the sound, because you get to talk more. The other thing is the amount of storage that this thing has in it is crazy. We got sunglasses, we got a box of dude wipes, we got a 6 cents bag with nothing at all in it, Tylenol, some sunscreen, a bunch more dude wipes, a chip card, and then there's chargers in the top. There's like 2 USB chargers and a cigarette plug. I leave this thing pretty much empty other than my sunglasses and then Waveboy. Hannah keeps all her stuff in here, which is nice. All right, so if you've been around bass boats, you pretty much know the setup of what's in the back here, but obviously we've got 2 live wells with a divider that has holes in the middle, so you have 1 pump in and 1 pump out, and the water just shares between the 2 of these. You can see how clean they are. We've got the TH coal system mounted to the side. I've only used, actually, I've never even used this. I've never even caught fish to put in this boat. On this side, pretty much Hannah uses this. You can see we've got suntan lotion. This is a cool box. As you can see, that storage here on the side, that's nice. Then in the back, we've got just your power pole pumps, charger, and 4 batteries. Pretty much everything standard in here. The cool thing about this boat is it does have the jump start deal. So if you ever run these batteries dead, the cranking battery, you can go to jump start and then crank it, and it's gonna crank your engine using your trolling motor batteries. So that's really cool. In this box is where I keep my life jackets and my throw cushion and an emergency kit along with my rope. So I've got the stretchy rope here, I've got the Ranger rope there. Since I'm a YouTuber, I've got a backup selfie stick, very back, which you can't probably see on this video. The fire extinguisher mounted inside that shelf. So that's kind of neat. Moving up, we've got the coin box. And the coin box is probably what I use the most. Hannah doesn't keep her stuff in here. Buff, beef jerky, extra GoPro, keys to the boat, should you ever need any of them. Coronavirus, we got Germex. And that's about it in here. Also have a charger, which I use a ton. I basically keep my phone. I've got my phone charger that I keep plugged in here all the time. And I keep my GoPro charger in here all the time. So I just have those things plugged up, sitting in this box pretty much all the time. This seat, obviously, you see it slides back and forth. Then you got the TH Marine hot foot up here. You got the keypad, which is really cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, start. That's how you crank the boat. It's got all these different cool things. Power pole switch mounted here on the side. That way when I'm driving, I pull up to a spot, I can power pole down quickly. So yeah, power pole switch there. Then this is kind of cool. I've got my, obviously there's a USB charger here. I've got a 10-foot long, well actually it's an 8-foot long USB cord that's a USB-C. So then I wrap it around this gimbal right here. I've got it wrapped around, so when I have my GoPro is up here facing me, I can just plug that GoPro camera right in. So that's that. I leave that there all the time. This is a Garmin 122 SV, one something SV. It's a super cool unit. I've showed you all that before, but it's touchscreen. It's got the pads on the side. It's extremely quick. And then probably the coolest thing about this unit is back here. There's this is made into the unit. So you squeeze this and you lift up. It's a one-hand motion, and literally that releases the graph. So no more do you have to undo these little knobs to take your graphs on and off at the hotel or at the house or wherever you're at. And then to put it back in, it's literally like an old Nintendo 64. You set this unit onto the gimbal bracket, set it right there, make sure it's squared up, push that in, and then lock the unit in place. Now it's plugged back in, it's got power. You don't have to worry about pulling all the cords out, undoing everything, which is just a pain in the butt. So now we're gonna move up here. I've got, in the floor, this is kind of cool. Ranger has their net storage right here, which is cool. But I don't catch any fish, so I don't need a net. Obviously, cooler, it's a good one. I pretty much can't talk cool about a cooler. Tool holders. The middle box, as you can see, has all my tackle storage. And there's so much more space back there. There's a little divider. And so you can move this divider in and out. And if you don't have this many boxes, or maybe you're fishing a tournament where you don't need as many boxes, what I do is, you can see there's notches right here on the side. Every so often they have those notches. Then you just place this black board down in here. And it creates a barrier so that your tackle doesn't just slide all the way to the very back where you're not using anything. Like a lot of times, if I don't need every single thing in my boat, I'll just have those boxes right there, put the divider there, and now that whole room's empty, so my boxes aren't just sliding up to the front. I keep these 6-cent bags tucked in the side. That holds just stuff, hooks, weights. Hooks, and this has got like my chartreuse dye and stuff like that. So perfect place to keep those on the side, and then my medium size boxes, small boxes, and a scale go there. Also have the TH Marine Tackle Titan Lure Manager up top. That thing's really cool. Your baits won't come off. They shake around. Well, put this one up here where it goes. There. They're not going to fall off. You can run as hard as you want to run. Those baits aren't going to fall off. This box, I've got just more stuff. This is kind of my, they call it a day box, obviously, but this is just where I put stuff at. So I keep my weights on top of this. This tote kind of just has all my plastics that are various brands, various things. And then in each one of these kind of bags, like this one's got swim baits in it, and it's all the exact same swim baits, just different colors. Keep those bags. And then bulk stuff, like these methylate worms, a dog treat, flukes. Typical stuff that you need on a daily trip fishing, I keep up there on the top. Here, I've got my line storage thing. That's really cool. A lot of people ask me about this. I'll just show you really quickly. It's called the Spoolin' Buddy. They're on Tackle Warehouse. I'm sure you can go to their website and look at them. Obviously, I just got whatever. Graph covers, camera battery, my backpack, and then the stern light mounts in there, which is kind of cool because that keeps it out of the way. And then over to the rod storage. All right, one of the coolest things about this rod box is the storage system is really cool. You can see the rods go in, the butts go in this side, and they're really well spread out so that you can fit a bunch of rods in. Rubber lining on the bottom instead of carpet so your stuff doesn't get hung up. This is fiberglass, finished fiberglass. And then on the end, you can see I've got all my rods out of this, but it's got the rod organizer on the end so you can very nicely store your rods. And then this thing right here is really cool. So this system is a fan, and if Hannah mashes that button on the side of there that's got a fan blade on it on the touchpad, that comes on. And what that does is it literally circulates the entire boat. There's these, right here you can see there's vents in each box. And so that fan is super powered and it vents out through every single box on this boat and it goes all the way around. That way your boat's not gonna mildew, which is something that y'all all know about when you get back and you've got that mildew or mold growing on your rod, the butts of your rod, which sucks in the grip. So that kind of prevents that. And basically what happens is when I get home from fishing, we all gotta take our after fishing nap. So I get home after it's done rain, I come in here, I turn that fan on, go take my nap, go eat supper, come back out here and turn the fan off, and it's perfect. I think it also has an automatic timer. After a certain amount of hours it turns off, but anyhow, now moving up to the front, you got the Garmin Force trolling motor. This thing has been awesome. And then the units. I've loved these units so far. Just how quick they are. The mapping is very, very good. I'm not gonna lie to you. The mapping is much better than I thought it was gonna be. The sonar, you can get to so many things really quickly on this unit, which I really like. It's so responsive. The combos are quick. Just everything you touch is quick on this unit. I have Panoptics mounted to this boat, which is nice right there. And because of that, you just hit Panoptics and voila, it pops up. And yeah, we've got a Hydrowave mounted, and then the speaker wire for the Hydrowave is right here. I just don't have it plugged in right now, but we have that. In the back, we got kind of the workhorse, all the big moving parts. So we've got an Atlas hydraulic jack plate. It's a 10-inch plate. We got 8-foot red blades to match this red accent on the boat. Then you got a Mercury Pro XS 250 clean skeg. Got one little bitty nick on the skeg, but that's character. If you don't have a little bitty skeg, a little bitty nick like that, then you're probably not fishing right, to be dead honest. Boat's clean though. There's nothing wrong underneath the hull. So that wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not upset about selling my boat at all. I'm actually very excited. I've always wanted to run an aluminum boat, but I've never, you never want to go backwards. And I feel like the perception is I'm going backwards by going to an aluminum boat. In my opinion, I'm moving forward. I can do more things in it. I can go shallower. It's not gonna handle deep, big water as much, and Guntersville gets pretty rough like it was today. Those days I'll probably regret doing it, but I think there's more days where I would like to go shallow than there is days that I'm trying to fight the wild. And especially what we're doing, we're kind of downsizing our boat. We're downsizing the lake that we fished mostly too though, so I think that'll be kind of cool. I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. I love this boat. Maybe one day I'll come back to a glass boat, who knows, but for now, I want to try the aluminum boat, and I don't want to wait until the main reason I'm selling a boat now versus waiting is I don't want to wait till all the pros sell it, because then it takes longer, and I would rather go ahead and get my aluminum boat ordered and get it here and gonna get that over with. So hope you guys enjoyed. I know I've pumped out 2 random videos in a row. That's not typical of my channel, but I can promise you, Saturday Night Live is this Saturday night at 8 o'clock, but my next video on Sunday, it's gonna be a banger. So y'all get ready for that. Me and Hannah did some really cool things recently, and those videos are coming soon. So y'all are gonna love the next videos. I appreciate the support and the love from all of you. It's been a lot of fun. My channel's growing like crazy. If you're not already subscribed, please go do that for me. I've got 2 giveaways going on right now. The 6 cents plastics giveaway. All you have to do is comment anything on this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also have the Lure Lock giveaway still going on. If you buy anything from Lure Lock's website, use the code DC20 when you shop. Screenshot the receipt, send it to me, and you'll be entered to win. That drawing is going to be May 11th, so we got 11 days, and then we'll be doing that drawing. Hope to see all of you on Saturday Night Live this week, and yeah, we'll catch you guys there. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you on the next one.